Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. A little late today, but I am here. Let's see if I can get this. Get it down on the table a little better. I'm not having tea tonight, just some water. I do have some coffee. No tea party. A tea-free tea party. We can still spill the other tea. Hi, Jean and Cynthia. Welcome in, Antonia. Antonia, did you have a date? I gotta ask. We didn't see you on Valentine's Day, and I noted it. I made a mental note. Gee, Cynthia, I'm writing you guys down real quick. Let people catch up. How is everybody's weekend going? I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is safe. Antonia, how's the weather? We've just had a little bit of rainy, snowy mix, but I think it's worse downstate, from what I understand. Hi, guys. Happy birthday, Mom. That's sweet. That's super sweet. I was thinking about you. I mentally noted it. I don't know if I said it out loud. Oh, that's so cool. I got started late tonight. I haven't, I know that when I signed on Friday, I said I wasn't feeling well, and um, it's been a down energy weekend, the whole weekend. So, we'll see what happens. You can tell I'm probably sound a little stuffy. Aw, you're welcome, Antonia. I didn't think it was anything odd. I was just gonna call you out and ask you if you were like the only one of us that had a date this year. I enjoyed my vampire Valentine's Day. I think, excuse me for the sniffles, I think I want to use this today. I love this deck. And I'm just trying to think if I want to start. Well, I always want to start with an oracle. That's a silly question. But which oracle is always the question. I do love this one, but I have to read. And I want to get a tea. This is a really cool deck. And I love these arts together. So let's do that. And let's get a tea affirmation. Okay. Now I feel prepared. I do, Cynthia, because I can't afford to buy it. But let me tell you, I made mine from the raw ginger kombucha that you can buy in the store. Like, it's super easy. You can do it. Like, you don't, yeah, it's super, super easy. It is, and it's funny because if you go online and you like try to join the groups and stuff that do it, they have all these quote unquote rules you best not. You have to buy their kits or else, and you can't make it from the. I've got a gallon and a half in my cupboard right now that tells me you can make it from a jar that from the little bottle you get at the store of the raw stuff. Yeah, I even make mine, and because they'll even tell you, I mean, I'm not a purist. They'll tell you to use expensive organic tea. I use Great Value tea to make mine. Not gonna lie, cheap stuff. Like I am a thrifty girl. Like it's those little single mom pleasures. Maybe I'll have to make a whole video for you guys. I'll add you to the list, Zool. Thank you. I am going to get started here, but yes, I love the kombucha. It's super easy to make. We can talk about it maybe. Let's really quick kick out a reading. And then I couldn't think of the word collective. Let's hurry up and kick out a collective reading. And then we can talk about different stuff. We have time at the end and I still have energy. I'll tell you, I'll try to remember how I did it. It's not hard. It is super easy. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of this first. Let's pull an affirmation out. I have nothing on my mind for the day because I was just having a chillin' day. Let's see. Tips. Let's see. You don't need love. You are love. Didn't we get this one before? I feel like maybe I need to stir it better. May this day bring you peace, tranquility, and harmony. Okay, so that's a lot of self-mastery in there. Those good stoics with what you can control, right? What you can control. Not being bothered by what you can't. And love, compassion, and kindness are the anchors of life. I like these because they both have three like valuable words to them. Love, compassion, and kindness are the way to peace, tranquility, and harmony. I'll take it. I'll take that. Compassion, that's a good one. I really love Antonia's videos too. The shorts, really that kitchen short had me rolling. I was rolling. That was the best. I don't know how these cards are going to resonate as an oracle. Like I'm very rarely drawn to them like this, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be a season to think about or somebody that you know or just the traits of the sign. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Don't go far with the box. There's not a lot here. Let's see. Sometimes it's easier to shuffle those bigger decks. Best message. What was that? Pisces. So we have water signs. Right? That's like so say Queen of Cups types of vibes. So we have emotionally available. That's the vibe I'm getting here. What are the flowers? She's smelling, it looks like a daisy, but she has peace lilies in her hair. All right, let's see what they say about her. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm just a little scratchy today. Neptune, I believe. Dreamy Pisces swims within the waters of perceptive imagination and psychic gifts. Sometimes more interested in what could be than what is. This may be like a warning to stay present in your life. Let's see. Let's go on. Let's go on. Okay. I'm sipping coffee too, guys. Sorry. Sip. Pisces may reject reality completely, turning to addictions and wishful thinking to avoid harsh situations. Flip right out and don't even look. Yes. I love that. Okay. Strongly spiritual, Pisces can be turned back towards the world through faith and hope. Okay. So we have faith, hope. There's another three words there that are standing out to me, right? Faith, hope. There was something else. that stood out. Hmm. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Let's see how it pertains. But she's a very it sounds sorry if there's any Pisces out there listening, but she sounds flaky in the way the book described her. So for all those flaky Pisces out there, we love you. We're sorry you've been portrayed in such a negative manner in said book. I like the imagination vibe, though. The psychic vibes, right? Those water sign vibes. Trusting our intuition, right? There's a King of Pentacles on the bottom. So it could be a message in here about finding stability. Okay, stability might be the road to this peace and tranquility and finding your way to be compassionate and forgiving in your life. There's some contemplation here about where to invest. And I also see what are your values, right? I'm always talking about, to me, the pentacles mean, what are you valuing? Yeah. Where's your are you standing on integrity? Where's your honesty, loyalty? Yeah. Didn't we get a Six of Wands in reverse? I feel like on Friday, too. There were some weird vibes Friday. Antonia, without you in the collective. Whew. I tell you, girl, there were some weird vibes. I was like, oh, no. Yeah, those things that standing on integrity. I thought it was going to flip out. Oh, it's trying. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, yeah, what are you reaping? Are you reaping negativity? Right? Are you reaping? I was talking about this with somebody earlier today, actually, about the reaping. What are you putting out there? What are you asking to be reciprocated? What's not working? Right? Why aren't you allowing the tranquility, the harmony, and the peace in? Because you're not staying present. Thank you, Spirit. Right? The more we're able to ground, right? This is that ungrounded vibe. The more we're able to ground, I see 44 at the top. The more we're able to ground, right? Exactly. Reap what you sow. If you're not sowing with kindness, compassion, and love, you're not going to reap peace, tranquility, and harmony, right? Ooh, that's beautiful, though. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Right? Moving in that energy. I already said trust your intuition. So she has really high intuition, but she's not necessarily staying present with it. It'd be a difficult thing to do, right? Get in your head. Get carried away. I thought I heard another one flip, so I was just... Oh, excuse me, guys. A little indigestion. I'm not sure if it's just because I don't feel well or if it's my intuition. If it has something to do with the reading. Aw. So we're trusting our intuition. What about our intuition, Spirit? What do we need to know? Oh, so I did mention stability, right? When I saw that, getting grounded. So we have the Four of Wands here. Didn't I just say, you guys, I just said 44. Didn't I literally just said it before I shuffled? 44. Foundations. We have a page of wands. It's like it's like trying new things all the time, like having all these great ideas, and you put them together, right? And that's how you build the foundation. It's trusting your intuition about what these are for you, what to build this castle on, right? This foundation. And I love that. But then we have over here, it's almost like, okay, so sometimes I've heard people compare it to like a boredom vibe, like not just seeing the inspiration right there, or having had inspiration and set it down, right? Waiting for new inspiration. So this could be like waiting for the inspiration. Yeah, but collect inspirations. What's wrong with that? There might, okay, you know what? There might be people in your life who are like, you're up in your head all the time. You have these wild ideas about, how life should be and go. And maybe you should come down and not do A, B, C, D. If you got somebody in your life that's like that with you, this is basically like, hey, no. Hey, look at you. You finally made it. What's up, sis? Let's see if I can do the fat finger thing for you. Oh, welcome, Tears and Wheat. If you guys do not follow Tears and Wheat, you really should. She's the greatest. Let me try not to accidentally block you. Okay. There we go. Sorry. So if you have somebody that's like, I don't know, planting seeds of doubt, you can tell them to sod off, because these are really seriously just gifts from spirit. You really are just collecting this wisdom, this knowledge, this, the ability to let go of things you can't control, right? And think of things in the appropriate ways when they come your way. Doesn't matter which way I put them, but here you guys go. Oh, I love you. I love you, Lottie. You're one of my favorite peeps on any platform. Oh, Two of Swords in reverse. So I know on Friday, we had a little flip-floppy energy. So it's like, don't let people influence your decision on this. If you're drawn to something and you have like a naysayer in your crowd that isn't supporting you, that isn't hyping you up, don't let them decide for you what your wish is. Don't let them talk you into some sort of false future where you're not winning. Right? Yeah, don't let them, thank you, Spirit. Don't let them get in your head. These voices of other people judging you, laughing at you, not being on board with whatever the heck it is that you have going on, but nope. You do you. You do you, collective. You're being called to do you. Trust your intuition on what that means. Right? But we're moving in those, what were the key words? Love, compassion. Love, compassion, and kindness, right? If we're moving in those energies, if we're reaping that, that's what we're going to sow. We're going to sow those blessings. Ooh, that definitely flipped. So we have the other Four of Pentacles in reverse, right? So we're letting go of that scarcity mindset. If that's what they're trying to drive in, yo, guys, nuh-uh. Stand in your Empress. Psst. Right? Don't chase, attract. Hello. This is beautiful energy. You are spiritually protected. You are balanced. You are ready. You are standing on that integrity. You are following those paths, and you are healing generational traumas. Look at this gorgeous energy right here. The sun right behind it. Embracing that divine feminine vibe, right? Look at all this. girl, I'm getting hot. Check you out. Like, those are winning vibes. Whoever this is over here that doubts you, that won't celebrate you, that doesn't support you, they're not your people. You know, this this Page of Swords over here who isn't celebrating you, they're not your people. Right? Those were some beautiful vibes. I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping it would turn around because I know Friday we had that huge karmic wave and I was like, no. So there is still a karmic lingering, but it really is a whole lot of trust that intuition, right? Keep sowing with kindness, keep sowing with that compassion. It may seem crazy to people that you can love at the depth that you love, but you understand the gifts that come with that. They don't. You know? You understand how spirit moves the universe around you when you move like that. That's the intuition. That's the win. And it's like there's nobody can take that away from you if you're moving like that. You know? Oh, I love that. Those are some beautiful vibes. I don't know who else came in, but Lati, I have to put you on the list, my love. So you may, you know, somebody may be telling you you're dreamy, you know, you're in the clouds too much, come down to earth, be practical. Tell them to sod off. I'm going to say it as nice as I possibly. I'm looking around for boxes, guys. Sorry, I'm here. Tell them to sod off because you are doing what you're called to do. As long as you are sowing in that love and that compassion, as long as you're moving in that type of integrity, nobody else has to believe you. You just have to believe in yourself. Right? We don't need that external validation. I really think that that's what a lot of the reading was about, is that you just need to believe in yourself. You just need to believe in your own divinity, right? So we have on the list, let's see. Hi, Cheyenne, you came in. So we have Sea Love. So I have Jean, Cynthia, Antonia, Zool, Bass Fisherman. Was a bass fisherman who waved. I don't know if they're still here. Sea Love. I had Lati come in. Let's do some readings, shall we? Jean, do you have any questions? What? I love you. I'm actually just, I know, that was beautiful. That was really beautiful. I do too, Jean. I really needed that one. Like, collectively speaking, I really needed that. So I'm glad it resonated with you as well. So, Jean, I'm going to get the good tarot for you. I still have the whole stack from Friday over here with all the Colette Baron Reed, and I just love her stuff, so. What does Jean need to know about her job? What does Jean need to know about her job? You might have a new idea or something. I've seen the Page of Wands on the bottom. Or an impulse. You know, the wands are awfully impulsive. Messenger, another messenger. Messenger of air. Let's see, what does Jean need to know about work? Oh, that fell out fast. A Seven of Swords. It kind of fell out in reverse. There may be people talking. A gaggle of geese. I don't know if you work with some catty people. Or like if there's just a lot of energy. A lot of honking around you. Like a lot of ridiculous trickery or annoyances. Ooh, my ear just started ringing. I might be hitting on something there. Oh, what about this? Five of Cups. Ace of Fire. You might be making a move. Or there's maybe a call of letting go of something, but I feel like this Ace of Fire is something new coming in. I think it's that new idea again. So fire is wands, right? So an Ace of Wands. So again, it's that impulsive intuition, right? That spark. So it's some kind of spark coming through, but how are you going to spark up if you're burying in this the water, right? You're surrounded by this water. How do you get the spark in the water? Right? You may be having a hard time doing that because of the people that are around you. And I really do think the message is not letting their water on is how you get the spark lit. I'm hearing like water off a duck's back, you know? Develop a goose feathers. Grow yourself some goose feathers, girl. Okay, we have a 9 of water. So that's the second time we've had 9 of cups come out tonight. And it was in reverse this time, but I'm pulling it out right side up. So we have 9 of cups. That's like wish fulfillment, right? I love that. What is she looking at? Ooh. Ooh. If you want to buy yourself that jewelry, you got to get balanced. Yeah, I don't think you should feel bad because I think what's coming is beautiful. Look at that. Weren't you looking for at change? Weren't we talking about change last one? Right? So transformation, there it is again. I really think when you shake this, look at that. That's when you make that switch from I'm drowning to I'm swimming, you know? I think that's beautiful, Jean. I don't think you should feel bad for leaving. I think, what was it last week? It was just have a plan, a solid plan, right? But definitely don't feel bad. I think if like going back to that, yeah, the collective reading in the beginning, that energy of you just can't let how other people say and feel about your vision for your life affect what you're sowing for yourself, right? You can't let them sow bad seeds, like negative thoughts about yourself and your life or your path. It's your path. Aisha, hun, yeah, I'll add you to the list. There's a few ahead of you, but if you stick around, I can definitely answer a question for you. Cynthia, love, did you have any questions? Jean, I hope that makes sense. We're all here to support and encourage you, whatever that inspiration is, right? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was Cynthia that we talked about with the job last week. That's interesting. Because I know it came up in conversation last week about somebody wanting to leave. Was that you, Cynthia? Are you guys both thinking about leaving your jobs? I don't blame you. So, okay, Cynthia, whatever needs to come up and out, let's grab the Mystical Shaman Oracle. We'll stick with her vibe again. Oh, I love the Sorcerer still on the bottom from Friday. I mean, I know we just saw it Friday. Oh, didn't I split it a bazillion times on the Crow on Friday too? That's wild. Okay. All right, Spirit. Messages. That's a message. That's a trust your intuition vibe right there again. Right? We might have done both, Jean. It could have been Friday and Sunday because I had that extra reading day in this week for Valentine's Day. So I don't know, maybe we talked about it then. So we have the rainbow, I would have to look up this card. Pachamama. I don't want to butcher that. Does anybody know anything about that? Drop that in the comments. What you know about that card. Or legend story, the witness on the bottom. I just want to give them a good shuffle because we did just use these. Okay, Cynthia. Are we just rolling with it? Yeah, there's a lot of intuition there. It wasn't you, Cynthia? Okay, did you have a question, Cynthia? Just rolling. All right. Rolling with the homies. Does anybody remember that song from the 90s? What was that? What movie was that in? Clueless? Can you do this? Rolling with the homies. The serpent. Rolling with the homies. Yeah, it was Clueless. So really, like finding the flow, maybe? I just did this with my hand before I flipped that card, you guys. I'm telling you. It's right there. It's finding flow with it, you know? There's two snakes, too, in opposite directions. So it's like choices again. Look what's on the bottom. What did I just say? It's flow. Whatever it is this week, Cynthia, my love, you best go with the flow. Take the path of least resistance. Ooh, take the path of least resistance. There may be a change or a tower, right? Or you may be questioning whether or not you're cursed on something. Don't feed that kind of thought, okay? It could also be you battling a generational curse, you know, or something that isn't... don't quiet yourself either, right? We're talking about those haters that don't want to hear what you got to say about your life, yourself, your things, you know, the little voice in your head telling you not to, don't do that, shaming you, keeping you quiet about things, right? There's 2 5s here, 5 and 5, so that's change. So it's really turning that around. That might be a call for self-love. Hi, Big 1111. So it might be a call for self-love and standing up for yourself this week, Cynthia, but it's also a path of least resistance in finding your flow. The eagle. You might want to look at something from a bird's eye perspective. You may want to, before you speak, step back. Look at something from a new perspective. The bigger picture, right? Look at the bigger picture. See what can be changed to bring in new energy, to bring in this flow in this vortex. Okay. Ooh, Cynthia, those vibes are beautiful. I love the flow, the serpent, the rolling with the homies, right? Maybe that can be your anthem this week. You know, if somebody stresses you out or like just does you one in, maybe just sing it a little to yourself. Think of that scene and rest in peace, girl. You remember the girl that sang that in the movie? I can't remember what her name was, but she passed away, I do believe. So, you know, trust your guides and your trust your guides and your intuition, because that really couldn't have come out better as a vibe before I even flipped that card. So, yeah, Jean, you got tons of 5s in that last reading. It's like you came in and said change and we got 55 right out the bat, and then they just kept coming after that. So yeah, I love that though. I love this flow vibe. I love that the serpent and flow came out, because it's really just like, it may even be like go your separate ways with somebody if you have to. you know? But it could be like it's just like if you're standing in those spaces of integrity, it's an easy decision to make, right? It's an easy move to keep your peace. I'm looking for my pen. I have 5 of them here, guys. I swear every time. No, I'm exaggerating. I have 3 though. So every time I come in, I bring a new pen with me, and then I can't find any of them. And they're right there. I'm looking right at them. It's like one of those when you walk through a door and you're looking for something, and you walk through the door and you forget. Antonia, you're up, honey. Do you have any questions? Happy Sunday, Big 1111. Aisha, you're still on the list, love. We just got to fuel. Is Zool still here? Zool, did you have a question? Okay, Antonia. I'll try to remember to like say the person that comes up next and prompt so that anybody can think of their question in advance. I'm not good at that yet though, but I'll try to remember to do that. So Zool's on deck. We have Antonia, and then we have Cheyenne and Lati and Aisha and Big 1111. And whatever Antonia needs to know. Hey, Lightworker, how you doing there? Should I point out there's another 5 here? There may be a shift coming. God, he's handsome. There may be a shift. I want to keep that one. That's a good card. That's the first time I've ever seen that card, Antonia. So it might be something new. A shift. Ooh. What was that divine feminine vibe we had earlier? Right? I'm also getting like shape shifting, but not in a negative way, like moving towards something very positive. I love this luminous warrior and the sun together. It's a shining, like a glow up energy, like huge glow up vibes. Sorry, I'm hitting the mic. And I see 88. I don't know if you guys see the numbers I see, but there's 8 in the room and there's 8 likes. And there's an 8 here. So that's abundance. That's like calling it in, girl. That is like, that's a huge shift in Get out. I'm done. What was that, Antonia? Are you going to have a nice week of flow? Are you stepping into it, sis? I love this. A glow up handsome man friend. Yeah. Seriously, though. But this may also even be, Antonia, you touching base with your own inner masculine. Like really nailing it. This transformation, because she's feminine, but she's like a bird at the same time, which makes me think of Caradwin, who is a goddess, who's a shapeshifter, right? So this could be an energy of you like shape-shifting to fit your flow. Oof. Like really owning, you're gonna hate me, extroversion. like walking in like boss woman. It's like boss woman vibes. But it's gonna be comfortable. I don't like, it's gonna feel natural. Right? This is going to feel natural, and it's going to feel good. You're not going to feel out of place. It's a gathering of people, though, is what I'm hearing. Antonia, a gathering of people. I love you. It's a gatherer, though. It may be something, a gift that you have to offer a group. Okay? It may be even touching on what we were talking about before, right? Like having valuable something to offer. I love that. And the eagle came out again. So again, you're being called to, set aside nitpicking the little things you don't like about a shift you're needing to make, and just making it and allowing it to happen, right? Allowing yourself to soar to a new level so you can see yourself in new ways, in new energies, in new slay mode, apparently. Like, this is slaying, though. I love this luminous and the sun together. This is really stepping into solar plexus vibes, how you connect with others, right? It's like I've been connecting with myself for a long time at this point. I'm really firm in who I am and what I understand about myself and what I have to bring. Let me step into the river. Let me be confident that I understand how this current is flowing. Ooh, my ear just started ringing, like really, really heavy. Sip time. Antonia, it's a beautiful vibe. Step to it, girl. It's glow up. It's like, I think it's like your channel vibes, but like it's going to carry over as your confidence grows with the stuff you're doing with your channel. It's going to carry into the other areas of your life with that sort of sun confidence. Like, I'm an introvert, but like you know what I mean? But I have this valuable wisdom. It's like being able to speak up for yourself as an introvert. It's a special challenge. But from what I'm seeing, Antonia, you're up for it. Okay. I didn't see Zool speak up, so I'm going to move on. I imagine Bass hasn't spoken up, so I'll skip them as well. So, Cheyenne, love, are you still here? I know she's sometimes working when she's watching, so. Oh, excuse me, are on break. And then Lottie, you are on deck if you have a question, love. I see a sweat lodge on the bottom, Antonia, as I'm putting the deck away. There may be some kind of like either a spiritual bath or a hot shower, something you can do either after encounters, like a regular cleansing ritual that's going to help you move through that energy where you might feel like you're taking on other people's energy. Like that may be one of the things you're dealing with that's creating any kind of blockage with that solar plexus energy. I really see like your solar plexus exploding this summer. You're going to surprise yourself. What did you see, Big 1111? Oh, I put it away. I would go back and look. I'm sorry. I did see some interesting stuff going on in that card, though. Oh, good. Me too. Me too, Antonia. There's just a whole vibe this year. I love it. I'm just going to pull a couple for Cheyenne, even though I think she had to step out for work. I'll message her later, and she will find it. Cheyenne, right off the bat, I see a Fool in reverse on the bottom. And so it's like apprehension about a new beginning. I wouldn't worry about it, though, girl. I see a Queen of Cups. Don't be in the feels too much. Could be that Piscean energy of like the warning to stay present, but also not let people talk you down. Oh, we have Lovers. No, we have Two of Cups, Chalices. There's a lot of different lovers and stuff in this deck. There's several extra cards. So I love these vibes, though. We have something healing coming in. Hi, Free the People. Ooh. What does Miss Cheyenne need to know? Girl, you are a star. You are a star. And what do we have here? A 6 of coins. If you've been struggling lately, Miss Cheyenne, I see things balancing out fiscally. I see you figuring a plan out for yourself here. Ironically, she's holding a broom. So something at work is balancing out. It's being fruitful. And we have here a 7 of Wands. So there's just a warning here again about not letting other people interrupt your flow. There's some flow here, right? Defending where you stand. Standing on business. Yeah, stay down out of your head. Stay down out of your head. We have a 6 of Swords, and there's the Fool coming out upright. Right? So that's a good vibe, Miss Cheyenne. It's like stay down out of your head, right? Move away from any of these situations that are trying to block your flow. Look, these swords are in the water. Stay away from people trying to block your flow. Usually they're in the boat. You guys know that, right? So, whoa, that was cool. I love that. But yeah, stay away from people who are trying to block your flow because, you know, stand on business. And we have this beautiful, I love the glow up energy that's coming through today. A lot of healing, a lot of trusting in spirit, wisdom, and guidance, right? We're sowing, seeing her pour the water, right? We're sowing with love. And look at that, peace lilies again. We're sowing love and we are reaping peace from it. Ooh, I got goosebumps. I have to sip my coffee. Ha, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky people. All right, that was a really good vibe. I love that. Lati, you are up. After Lati, Aisha, or if you're still here, hon, repost your question for me. Lati, you are up. Lati, are we flowing? Put this beautiful little deck away. I always use this deck for Miss Cheyenne, and then she finds it easy to find us if she has to come back. I think for years I've used this deck with her. No. It's like one of the only ones I reach for with her. It's got her vibe all over in it. Yeah, confirmation bumps for real skis. For real. Okay, Lati, do you have a deck preference, my love? I have tons of them out. I think you know probably better than most which decks you love. Oh, I got light seers down here. Shall we? I love this deck. I see bright ideas. You're trying to bridge a gap. Psh, psh. Okay. At first I thought there was a little waterfall there and I was like, oh, it's the flow again. But if you're trying to bridge a gap there somewhere, and I am seeing that the ideas you have will float it, so to speak. You're on the right path. Like, you have a good idea there. You might have several ideas. It could be about picking just one or picking two, you know, like just Empress. That's the second time tonight. 4 of Wands, second time. So these ideas that you have, these sparks, these intuitions for bringing something all together, absolutely. right? And doing it with this flow, this gratitude, this movement, this grace. Celebrating every step along the way. Don't forget to celebrate. That's what I'm hearing. What'd you just say? To raise what? To do what? You can't make it up. What you working on there? Yeah. But it's in values. It's in family values. Again, with the pentacles being about that value, right? The path you're taking and how you got there. This is the Kabbalah, the Jewish tree of life. This is the path to enlightenment. Each one of those nods stands for something, and each one of the pathways between them expresses a way to get there. I wish I understood it a little better. I'm always studying it. But that's a really beautiful vibe to come out on that. I think if you needed confirmation on what you were working on there, Lati, that's definitely it. Yeah, you may be saving for this, but I feel like it's not a scarcity mindset. It's more like I know what I value and I'm not going to find it in a shop. It's not in a storefront. I can't buy my way to this vibe, right? So I'm going to hold on to these and I'm going to make the right investment at the right time because I trust my intuition. And that investment is tenfold. Yeah, definitely. I was just seeing 14.5, again, changes, shifts, but towards the better. And also getting that vibe where it may feel like scarcity and being able to transform it even energetically now into this. Like having this and feeling this. I have 4 now, but my 4 is soon going to be 8. My 8 is soon going to be 18. Yeah. Yeah. So many ideas. Trusting intuition again. Allowing that growth and that expansion to come organically at its own rate. Just allowing it in. You have to put down some, okay, healthy boundaries are good, but don't get me wrong, healthy boundaries are good, but it could be lonely on the other side of the gate. Don't shut out people who actually want to celebrate with you. Okay, that's shadow work. Right? Cutting out people doesn't always... I'm trying to think of the words, like work out to our favor the way we want it to, you know? So there may be some shadow work involved here about where those boundaries need to be. Okay, I love this little thing going on here with the images. With the light and the dark and the shadow and the balancing here. Okay. Okay, that's good. That might be the injustice then in reverse. But it's also, I'm getting a lot on shadow work. Choose your words wisely on this battle. Okay, realize that you can work together with these. Oh, realize that you can work together to overcome this. There's this 10 of Swords, but there's this not being able to reach it unless people are working together. Yeah, it's going to require a lot of shadow work, especially if you do have to work with people who have a certain mindset that doesn't align with yours. And that's, I think, where this choose your words wisely comes in. But look at this flow again. Right? But I see that it's like this choosing your words, see all the water behind them, but then there's this flow here, the choosing of your flow, the choosing of how it comes out, how it is sent to others. It's like making rational decisions about how you use this energy, how you spend your emotional worth. This reminds me of a thing. Oh gosh, this is so funny actually. Because I used to think about this analogy with cutting people off, and it's like, remember, I have this thing about the well, and the well being life, right? And water being like spirit, and like filling your well. Like when water fills your well, and people can poison your well and things like that. And it's like when you go to your well and you gather water and you're carrying two yokes, that's like a friendship, right? Think of it like a friendship. And when somebody breaks one of those jugs, everything is off balance. And it does, like, you can glue that jug back together and you can scoop up all that water, but it's just gonna, the trust is gone. It's just gonna leak out around it. When I'm seeing this right here, I'm seeing that two yolks and one breaking, and the water being hard to retrieve, right? And get again. And it's like needing a new jug. It's like almost like finding a new way to work with what you have. It creates this imbalance, this injustice. Yeah. So what about that though? It is a lot of shadow work. I see a lot of forgiveness in the energy. What does Lati need to know about this? Broken jug, I guess. There's a reason why I'm telling you that, old. It was like an analogy. I wrote about it. Yeah, it's a lot of transmutation. Burning it off, right? With movement, I'm hearing. We had drums a ton on Friday. If you didn't catch Friday's reading, I did a special one on Friday for Valentine's Day. And a lot came up about drumming. And what I was hearing when we were talking about it, and I tried to state it, but it wasn't coming out right. It's like activating ancient DNA. Okay, it's like flipping a genetic switch inside your body, the vibration of drumming. So I would suggest that you work drumming into your transmutation, some sort of exercise like that, some where you literally beat it out. Okay, I think that's going to be big, 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 big shadow work. I love this because Eight of Pentacles is on the bottom. Definitely work it in. We're getting Seven of Pentacles here too. Here we go. We're talking about what are we sowing? What are we sowing? What are we sowing and what are we getting back out of it? Yeah. Did you see that? She is. She's playing a djembe. It's on fire, man. It's on fire. Oh, ha ha ha. That's awesome. Adding you right now, Wild. We're actually moving along quite well. So, just a few before you. Aisha is sad, angry, or upset. Oh, you know what? This is so interesting, Aisha, because on Friday, we had a collective reading that was about friend zoning somebody. So I wonder if there's a message in there for you. So you might want to go back and look at Friday. If they feel weak. I see strength in reverse on the bottom here. You're welcome, Lati. I hope it resonated. Even if you just go to like a music festival and suck up the vibe, you know, and that might be, you know, that Four of Wands is very musical, like music festival vibes. And that drum on top of it. There might be like local drum circles you can get in on. I've hosted one here. I used to host them in college a lot, and then I hosted one here in my hometown. If you don't have one, host one, you know. I like that. If you don't have one, host one. Yeah, they came out a ton last week. That's that sewing in this love vibe too. Like if you're looking for tribe, host a drum circle. I'm telling you, it's like some of the best advice from spirit right there. All right, Aisha, let me get the energy back. Hi, Chandru, welcome back. I think I recognize your name, love. How are you? Adding you to the list. Aisha, is he upset that you turned down? I mean, he is upset. I think anybody would be upset to have a proposal turned down. Yeah, they feel left out in the cold. Of course they're upset. They want to know why you're shutting them out. Why are you shutting them out? I see here this not wanting to feel trapped or tied down to one location, one person. You're just not ready. And that's okay. It's okay to not be ready. It's okay to feel like you're just tackling the world and that things are new. Right? We have the world here. We have that not wanting to limit your access to it. But yes, they're upset. But perhaps there's a way that you can explain to them about how, life is still new. And you still have a lot of exploring to do before you make that big decision. It's okay to tell people that. Yeah, it's okay to tell people that. It's okay to reassure them that it's not them. It's okay to reassure yourself that you didn't make a wrong decision, right? It's okay to not be ready. Yeah. But it's really, it's okay to express that. It's okay to not accept it if you don't feel the balance there right now. If you don't have that attraction, that sun and moon thing, yeah. Yeah, I feel that. These are definitely deep feelings. Let's see. What can you do about, from your standpoint, right? Because we're talking about sowing love and compassion and kindness, right? So what can you do? And I really think a lot of this is offering the reassurance that, hey, it really, nobody likes to hear it's not you, it's me. It's like, nobody wants to hear it. But I feel like there's a way that you can express it that takes the shame and blame out of it. Yeah, it was a huge hit. And I think they're really worried about what other people think about it. What other people's perception of you not accepting it is. Oh, yeah, not accepting it. He's going to be kind of hurt for a hot minute. He really had this huge vision, right? It was just the beginning. Aw, what a sweetie, though. I don't mean to shuffle behind the stand. It's hard to shuffle on the other side, though, sometimes. I got a really nice stand, guys. It works really well. It's okay to take a break, Aisha. It's okay to get this rest. Don't feel guilty about it. Don't feel guilty about the decision you felt like you had to make. Trust your intuition on it. Take some time. Look what's coming. There's an emperor right behind this healing phase. I don't know if it's going to be them, but you really are learning that life is a game of chess, not checkers. So you could easily get swept up in this idea that it was what you wanted, right? But I think it's good to take this step back to yourself and get this rest and really think about what direction you're moving in. And, whatever's coming in from that end, don't let it affect you. Don't let it bring you down. Know that you're protected and you're loved. Okay, but I really do see some awesome energy coming in after this settles down. Yeah, Chandra, I added you to the list, love. Big 1111, you're next. And then I had wild horse. Oh, wait, nope. I'm sorry. Free the people. I didn't write you on the list. I know you're in there. So I have big 1111. I have free the people. I have wild horse. And then Chandra, you're after wild horse. There's lovers on the bottom here. Well, I'm putting this away. So that could be decisions too. But I am seeing here, Aisha, there's good things after this healing phase. Don't be worried about how it's affecting other people for you to decide to wait. I don't think your decision to wait is a bad one. People are going to have deep, of course he's going to have deep feelings. You're an empress. Take your time deciding. No empress needs to be in a hurry, you know? People hurry to the empress, right? The empress doesn't hurry to them. Big 1111, do you have a question, love? Let it flow. Any deck. I'll just keep going with this one. I really love this deck. I'll just keep going with this one. Let's see what we get for Big 1111. What does she need to know? What does Big 1111 need to know? Ooh. Got some air in there. Oops, something flipped. Working together, building something, collaborative effort, right? Keeping things aligned, making sure things don't get knotted up. Well, technically they are knotting, but not knotting in the right way. I also see hiding behind these values. It looks like another tree of life design. I don't know if you can see that under there. It's like behind the pentacles, behind the mandalas. So there could be something about values in the Kabbalah that you might be drawn to research or read about or meditate on. Big 1111. Avoid that scarcity mindset. If you're feeling like there's not enough hands, there are. Okay. If you feel like you don't have enough hands, you're not asking for help from the universe. A bunch fell out, girl. Yeah, if you're having a hard time balancing things, you're having a hard time balancing things. Yeah, you need to ask for help. Big 1111, are you struggling with asking for help? Are you putting yourself in timeout? Why are you putting yourself in timeout? I'm waiting. That's my nails. That's my nails on the table. I'm waiting. Why aren't you asking for help, Big 1111? That's what I'm seeing. There's help there. Why aren't you accessing it? This is like if I just had some extra help and they're like over here like, hello. Are you taking on this I have to do everything by myself energy? Yeah, if I don't do it, it doesn't get done right vibe. Where can Big 1111 let go of control? I'm not saying, oh, stop. Would you let someone come in and help you? Would you let someone come in and help you? Oh, that is too funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like the key is right there. It's like you're locking people out. That's not a locked in energy. That's a, you know what I mean? That's like a self, what do you call it? Self imprisonment there. It's love. I'm going to add you to the list. So big 1111, be open. Be okay. If people are offering you help, be open to it. Don't just be like, no, I got it. Doot. I got it. Be open. Be open to accepting offers. Don't be so guarded. That's your news this week, Big 1111. Don't be so guarded. Let people help you. Okay? Yes, love, you're in the list. Yeah, I hear you, Big 1111. Sometimes I think I'm really picky, but then it's like it's my life. I did, Aisha, I just finished yours before I did Big 1111s. So I would go back a little bit. The last card that I show on yours was Lovers. So if you go to the reading before that card, that's yours. My laugh? No, thank you. Thank you. I don't really care if anybody likes my laugh, but I just told somebody today I laugh to the nth on here and I just don't care. I love my crew. I love my collective. You guys make me laugh. So let's see. We have Free the People. Are you still here? Should I just let Free the People, let it roll for Free the People? Aw, thank you, Cynthia. Somebody else said that today, too. I love when spirit gets really silly and I can just embrace it. Look again down there. That's how people fall in love with you. Really embracing yourself. Like really just letting it flow. Allowing yourself to laugh. In an otherwise cold and dark and cruel world, allow yourself to laugh. Yeah, allow yourself to laugh. If you're not laughing, how do your people find you? You know? Yes, it goes Free the People, Wild Horse, then Chandru, and then it's Aesthetic Yuri. It's Aesthetic Yuri. I don't mean to cut your name short. I could say the whole thing. I had to read it for a second. I have old eyes. Here we go. Let's see. Free the People. Why did I get the vision of the drum again? I haven't even pulled anything out yet. I just want to say it before I do. Seven of Swords, Free the People. And a Six of Cups. This is an interesting dichotomy here. Six of Cups to me is usually about past lives. So, and it's funny because I thought of this today and I was like, you know, it never usually comes up as past life karma. And it's like, here it is as coming up as like a past life karma. So there could be a karmic from a past life situation coming through here. Something that just feels sketchy and off. Could feel like a repeating pattern. It could be your own shadow that's repeating a pattern that you're catching. Oh, a bunch came out. Let's see. Careful what you're sowing. Yeah. Yeah. Sow this kindness. sow this healing. There's no drum, but there is this vibe of working together to create balance, right? And standing in your light and making sure that you're sowing this healing and this helpfulness and this loving vibe. This could be a call here for shadow work. Okay, this could be a call for shadow work. The moon here could be a trigger coming up. These feathers could be triggers, things that you're finding trigger you. It could be things that you're finding used to trigger you that you are learning to let go of as well. Okay? This process of sowing love, of sowing healing. It might feel foreign, but you've done it many lives. You've overcome the shadow. Yeah, there's, Three of Pentacles again, this working together to build this. Look at this, though. It's infinite abundance. What goes out comes back in, right? What comes in goes out. But it's like it's steady. It creates this balance, this flow. This may be like this kind of thing of like trying to really nail down. This might be the control factor, right? Letting go of control of where these pentacles land and allowing it to flow. Right? These pentacles are tied down, which is great. You're working together and stuff, but I'm seeing like the pentacles must flow, right? Not to tie them down. That could be a vibe that resonates. Don't be frivolous. Don't spend frivolously. Okay, but also a couple weeks ago, I think this came out for Antonia a couple weeks ago, and it was like, the seeds that you sow matter, right? The energy that you leave in your wake matters. And so it's like, make sure that the energy that you're leaving in your wake is this one, this balanced, reciprocal, beautiful energy. It comes through the solar plexus, how you connect with others, right? How you're connecting with the universe. After you've learned how to connect with yourself, how you're connecting with others. And that Three of Pentacles really talks about that too. That need for shadow work. But we have Nine of Cups on the bottom here, and that's beautiful. So there's that wish fulfillment for like the third time. But there's a cup behind bars down here. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. So you have this Queen of Swords who's like, don't keep a cup to yourself unnecessarily. Right? Move in that compassion and that kindness. Have the emotional availability to be able to sow these, to open. The emotional availability is what's going to blow this solar plexus chakra wide open. We reap what we sow. Seriously, it keeps coming out, though. It really does. And here again, he's on a field, right? Dropping seeds as he goes, sharing seeds with people, sharing wisdom with people around, right? And again, it's like choosing your words wisely, being aware of your shadow self, for real skis. I love that. It's not a bad vibe, but it might be like watch your tongue vibes, But it's like, seriously, think about the seeds you're sowing. From day to day, from person to person, interaction to interaction. Go into each new interaction with how can I add to this connection? How can I help it to grow in positive ways? Yeah, grass growing for sure. Wild Horse, my love, you're up. And Chandru, you're next. Let's see what comes up for Wild Horse. I'm going to give it another shuffle because I know I just used it. Oh, look what it came on the split. Can't make it up. You're welcome, Jean. Thank you for stopping in. They're beautiful vibes. Beautiful vibes tonight. It is a lot of reaping and sowing. Right from the very beginning, we had what you reap is what you sow over here, or what to reap with to get what you want sown. We have the wheel on the bottom, but it's in reverse. So this could be a matter, Wild Horse, of you just waiting for a door to open, feeling like you're on the cusp of something. Yes, Jean, we'll see you next weekend, I hope. Planting seeds. Yes, free the people. Watch the seeds you plant. Plant them with good intentions and kindness, and watch them grow and see what comes out. The harmony and the peace that comes from that. Look at you guys. The drum came out again. I can't make it up. Get the drum again. So Wild Horse, as it comes to your music, it could just be like a play on vibe. Okay, if you're feeling like giving up, I would say don't. Make sure you stick with it, right? Remember why you're doing it. Don't forget. Don't forget your whys, I'm hearing. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's not the money. It's the spirit. It's the energy. It's the movement. When you let yourself forget that it's not about the money. Yeah, it's about the healing. It's about the time you took. The path you took to get to yourself. The pain you might have experienced along the way. Wow. The way that you chose to come down out of your head. A choice to wake up, right? A choice to move out of it. It's like remembering that those are the reasons why you're doing your music. Is going to make doing your music rewarding. It's not going to be about if you get signed or the money that's coming in, or are you going to be viral or big. Make it about the message you're trying to send with your music. Who are you reaching? Who are you hoping to encourage? Who are you bringing? Who are you connecting with? How are you connecting with the universe through your music, right? Yeah, you have this message to bring. And it could be a message about sorrow. I always get this vibe that that's a tear. Right? So there could be this message about how to transmute negativity in your life into positivity. Right? I'm also hearing violet flame. There might be a violet flame meditation that benefits you right now, that helps you connect with the whys through meditation. Spirit helps you connect with spirit through your crown. I see a lot of purple. That's why it's coming up. It's how are you connecting with spirit through this? How are you connecting with the whole? You're welcome, Wild Horse. I still want to get one more for you, love. If you're having a setback, or if you've had a setback, you're being asked to reframe it into something positive. You trust your intuition on what that is. You have the ability to heal something here, or to do some really amazing healing work with your music. There is everything here at your fingertips to reframe whatever this was into something positive in your life. Whatever this heartbreak, whatever this is that you're bringing forth, this message in your music about sorrow and transmutation, it's going to hit. in the right places, but you have to allow it. You have to remember why you're doing it. Okay, wild horse. That's beautiful energy. I love that. That was a deep message. That was a little. It's not that I don't expect deep messages, guys. It's just that sometimes they hit different, like they hit a deeper chord inside me. They come through a little stronger and a little harder, and that was one of them. Like remembering why you're doing these things. Remembering why it's important to sow that love and that compassion and that kindness, right? And not to focus on money and not to focus on earthly matters and those triggers, and focusing more on letting go of certain triggers or that scarcity mindset. I really got a big vibe of letting go of the scarcity mindset in that one too. That's come up a little bit. Okay, Chandru, you're next, and then it's aesthetic. I don't remember what the last part of your name was, but you're up after Chandru. Chandru, did you have any questions? Did you have a question for us tonight? I love the messages coming out tonight. They're really beautiful. For not having a plan coming into it this evening. I love the way Spirit brings things together, I had no plan. No plan. No plan. But I do love this energy of reaping what you sow and coming right out in the affirmations too. A couple weeks ago, I kept seeing, okay, so I guess it was New Year's that I kept seeing this post that was like, in 2025, I'm not visiting anybody who doesn't visit me. I'm not messaging anybody who doesn't message me. I'm not giving, this to the people who aren't giving it to me. And it's like, if everybody thought like that, how cold would the world be? Like, what are you asking the universe to reciprocate for you? Like, I really want to know. I'm not a fan of that. The vibe of that meme that's been going around. Like, I get not giving more than you're receiving, but you have to give something for it to be reciprocated, right? And that's what this is. This is that. What are you reaping in order to sow? What are you pouring into it? I agree. Sometimes no plan is best. About your wife and career, and when are we meeting again? Oh, I'm sorry. Seven. I see 2 sevens because it says 7 people were in the room watching. 7 of Cups. Okay, so it's like, so there's a thing of options, but I'm also hearing like, I was hearing 7 days or 7 weeks. I don't think 7 months, but I think some people do. Oh, it might be months. There is a moon on the bottom. She's in her feels right now. Yeah. She's really upset about something. What can you do to bring her comfort or reassurance right now? What is Spirit's advice on reassuring your wife? Well, something wants to come out. Money. Does she feel like you're struggling right now? Like there may just be a need for you to reassure her that the struggle isn't as great as she's feeling, or not leaving the struggle on her back, like how to make ends meet right now. Like if she's the really frugal one, be helpful with that. Okay, what about work? If she's being frugal and you're wanting to spend, it's like if you want to do too much all at once, and she's worried about that. She doesn't want to see you waste away these things that you've saved up, okay? That's what it looks like to me, is that she doesn't want to see you. Well, I mean, it is her family, right? She's grown up with these people. She has an invested interest in them as her connection, right? Maybe part of the reassurance is for you to embrace understanding what those connections mean and helping her reframe them in more mature ways, whatever this drama is, how to reframe it in a more mature energy without dismissing. I'm hearing affirming, not dismissing. There's a way to affirm your wife without dismissing her. Yeah. Encourage her. I would encourage her. Encourage her to be creative. Encourage her to transmute the energy, any of the negative energy, into something positive for herself, something creative. Encourage her to dance. Encourage her to move. Encourage her to be free-spirited. Yeah, if she might be feeling trapped or bored or, just not open to, yeah. I feel like there's ways you could still encourage her energetically, even if you can't reach her physically. Yeah, it could be about energy. Again with the drums, guys. Again with that, you may have to transmute, okay? You may have to have this energy of movement to unstagnate things. You have to bring in this balance. I see Six of Pentacles there again. Yeah. Don't fight it, Chandru. Don't try to force it, is what I'm hearing. This isn't something you can force. This is something you can only reinforce. You can build trust again between you, but it's going to take time. It's going to take effort, and it's going to take giving her the space. By giving her the space is going to be reaffirming and reassuring that you want the healing too. I don't see much here about, let me get something for you on work, because I really see a lot here about your wife. Let's just get a card on work. A card or two on work. Stress a little less. Okay, don't do sketchy work. If a job or an offer to do a job is coming towards you that sounds off, don't take it. Don't do it. Don't take a job just to take a job, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, don't take sketchy work. Knight of Swords. Somebody is like a little sketchy. Yeah, I would give the room, Chandru, for the healing to occur. As for work, watch out for sketchy offers. There's going to be a good offer coming in too. You're going to have to you're going to have to trust your intuition on it. Okay. You may not see it yet. Like it may not be coming through yet, but it's coming. Okay. It's coming forward. It's coming soon. But I do see that there's going to be a sketchy offer that's not good first. Use your judgment wisely. Look, We have a Ten of Swords, Judgment, and a Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. So it really is a call for you to stand in integrity on whatever this job offer that's coming in is. And then the offer that is behind that is going to be the path you're looking for. There is a path to healing here, but it's going to require this cooperation and this working effort. Yeah, okay. Take that as confirmation that that was a good thing that you did that. The right team, you're going to feel the people that are going to work together with you, and I feel like that's going to heal a lot of the stuff between you and your wife. There's going to be a great offer that comes in, and it's going to be an opportunity to reconnect in more meaningful ways with her. Don't lose your faith, and continue to move in this. Remember these, because these are really important. Love, compassion, and kindness are the anchors of life. Right? When you move in the love, the compassion, and the kindness, you're going to sow the peace, the tranquility, and the harmony in your connection. I'm reading what you're writing. Sorry, Chandru. Yeah, I wouldn't take a sketchy job just to get closer to her, but really, like, keep looking. I mean, if you want to look closer to where she is for a good job, you can continue to do that. Keep your options open with that, but I really feel like the right job for you, it's going to resonate. Like, you're going to know it. You're going to feel it. Yeah, you're going to feel it. It's going to resonate. It's going to feel right. It's going to feel natural. It's going to put some pep back in your step, I'm hearing. Re-energize you in new ways that maybe you forgot. Bring some passion back to you, Mr. Chandru. I love that. They're not bad vibes, but definitely use your discernment with offers. I'm glad you turned down a sketchy one. It's Love. Are you still here? Is there anybody else that I didn't get to? I can't remember who asked about the kombucha. If it was Cynthia or Jean. Maybe I'll pin something. Maybe I'll make a post, because I'm going to have to look up exactly what I did to make it. But it's super easy. It was like, I think I took a quart jar. And at first I just brewed like 2 bags of tea with a quart of water. And like, I don't know if I used a 1/4 cup of sugar, because it didn't need a lot to get started. And then I added the jar to it. Like the bottle of kombucha. It was Cynthia. Okay. And then I added the kombucha to the tea and the sugar after it cools down. Like, you boil the water, you make the tea, you add the sugar. It gets all dissolved in there until you have like a sweet tea, and then you add the jar. But when you put it in a quart jar, you have to put something, because it makes carbonation. So I put, you know, those, I had them from when my daughter was in the NICU, the receiving blankets. So like, I cut squares off the receiving blankets and I put them on top of my quart jars. And then I put the lid on top of that so that the fermentation process can happen in the jar. And it grows. I mean, if you've ever seen kombucha in its natural form, it's disgusting. But it grows these like mushroom mamas on top. In the first batch, it took a couple weeks to really get a mushroom started. And then I just could increase my yield from there up with the kombucha. And it's really all about eyeballing, but you add the flavor after. Like, so after that's fermented for a couple weeks, that first batch, okay, you make it a fresh tea, you pour that out, but you keep like a little, a good amount in the bottom of the jar, and you add teeth to that again, and then the mushroom just keeps growing on top. I call it a mushroom. They call it mama's scobies. It's kind of like a floating mushroom. It's very weird. It's very weird, but you can find ways to do it on the internet. That's how I did it. I very quickly went from having a quart jar to having 3 gallons going a week. And then it was too much for me to drink, and I was running out of jars. So I went back down to 1.5 gallons a week. So kombucha is a lot of fun to brew. It's very easy. It looks disgusting, but it's delicious. So that's my review. It's slimy, it's fun, it's a science experiment. If you have kids, they'll love it. They'll maybe not drink it, but they'll love to see it grow. But it's a lot of fun. I love it. Is there anybody else that has any more questions? Should we end on some affirmations? Some sweet ass affirmation. Oh, wait. I have a good affirmation deck. Let me find. Inner freaking peace. Let's do this one. Because this is kind of that you reap what you sow vibe. Like, what are we reaping? This will tell us what to reap this week. Get grounded. Yes, awaken to tiny, beautiful things. That's that reframing. Seeing, I know, I love this deck too, Terrace Lati. It's one of my favorites, especially for personals. I use it a lot in personals, but I don't think I use it in shorts. I just don't use it a lot in these ones. To become more fluid, add wine. What would he say about flow, right? Like staying in the flow, getting less abrasive, like not fighting it. Avoiding the friction. Ooh, a bunch flew out. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like 4 of them came out. Breathe like you know how. That's me. That's definitely confirmation for me this week. I'm hearing if you're butting heads with people, take a deep breath. You can have, you can reach this balance. I see masculine and I see feminine here. And I see this connection at the solar plexus. I know this is up here where we communicate, right, in our mind. But the solar plexus, the sunflower here, the sun image, is how you're connecting through that space, right, with each other. Look at, speaking of wine. Hakuna Moscato. Inhale the good shit. Exhale the bad shit. Yeah. Didn't I just say take it? Yep. Take a deep breath. When you're connecting with people in particular. A toast to no worries. I love that. Don't phone it in. Didn't I say earlier, trust your intuition? That was huge in the beginning. Show up and throw it down. Okay, guys, don't throw it down. Don't go out there and beat anybody up. But yeah, if there's something that needs to be said face to face with somebody, do that. Janvi, yeah, I can do one real quick for you. And then we have this give that shit up, right? There's better shit on the horizon. This is that going with that flow, that letting go of the friction, that allowing yourself to step into a higher timeline. Sure, Janvi. Let's see. Could you please get a general reading? What's coming up next? You're always on the right path. Just so you know, you are never off your path. Yes. Oh, Big 11, I'm here and let's hear it for the boys. So this could be a lot of that. Like, what are you sowing? Sowing encouragement for the people in your life. Maybe in particular the boys. Let's hear it for my baby. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm getting a deck for you, love. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pull from yet. I'm going to pull from the Kawaii for you. What's coming up? What's coming up? You are on your right path, but let's see what's coming towards you while you're on it. What may be feeling off. You could be meeting friction from the outside. I see Seven of Wands on the bottom. Could be naysayers that if you go back to the collective reading in the beginning, there was a lot about trusting your intuition and not letting naysayers take you off your path, Jan V. I hope I'm not butchering your name, love. Let's see what's coming. Within reason, Big 1111, giving it up. Just saying. Ooh. Queen of Wands. Janvi, so what's coming? Yes, you are on the right path, right? You are, as long as you are following your intuition, your inspiration from spirit, you're connecting with the universe in these beautiful ways that are blooming out. You're connecting with people around you in positive and encouraging ways. Okay, if you're focusing on that, if you're focusing on how you add value to your own life and how that adds value to the lives of the people around you that you love, then you're on the path. This King of Coins, yeah, you are on the path. Really figuring out what you value. I love all the solar energy coming in between the flowers. There was a lot of solar energy earlier too. That's a lot of how are you connecting with the universe? And again, what are you sowing? What kind of field are you growing? Are you growing flowers or are you planting weeds? Tares or wheat, right? Are you tares or wheat here? Isn't that funny? You just said you're a Capricorn and the devil flew out in my lap. And that could, okay, so this is the card for Capricorn. Just say that right away. However, this could also be a call to check any attachments you have. Okay, whether it's to other people's energy or an idea about how your energy should be, some shadow, some vice. I'm seeing fears. Do you see how they're like going down this dark tunnel in the dark forest at night, right? So it's like a detaching from fears. What is that dangling? I can't even tell when I'm not looking. Is that a little spider? And there's all these little ghosts up here in the trees. So it could be like fears from the past coming up, triggers. Unexpected things dropping out of nowhere, right? Bum, bum, bum. You're not off your path, though. But these vices might make you feel like you are. These insecurities, these fears might make you feel like you are. But you're not. Just if you start feeling like you are, it's a call to check where your values are in how you're moving, okay? Eight of Swords. Okay, if you're feeling trapped, you're not really trapped. Look, if you are sowing the right seeds, you're not going to feel trapped. You're going to be comfortable in it no matter what's going on around you. right? So really stick to those values, those core values of what you're planting and what you're growing around you. I love all this flower energy. And also, you see, we're not stagnant. We have wheels here. Like, if this isn't a favorable environment for what you're trying to grow for yourself, you are allowed to move your wagon over. Okay, like, oh, I'm so glad it resonates. Yeah, we have an Ace of Cups. Oh, nope, this is a Page of Cups. So it may be somebody with some really immature energy coming in, and they're just trying to like rock your boat a little bit, spill your tea, so to speak. Just check where your energy is. If somebody's trying to bring that energy towards you, just check where you are, because I think you're going to be quite comfortable in yourself. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So what was I saying? They're trying to tip your cup, right? So put that shit on a Ferris wheel. It's balance that stuff out. Let them keep trying. Put more cups on. Right? I love that. I love that. That's not a bad vibe at all. It's like, you got this. Balance your own emotions. Don't let people tip your cups over. The fears and insecurities that they're trying to place on you, just remember what you're sowing. Just be mindful of how you're interacting and be okay with the fact that you're bringing forth what, Spirit is asking you of you. You're standing in the integrity. I also see an offer coming in. Like, when I see this King of Coins and this Queen of Wands together, it's like somebody sees your value and they think you're pretty. They see your value and they think you're pretty. I see that. So that could be an offer coming in. I don't know. But I saw it. So I had to say it. So I love that for you. Yeah. I can't wait for spring. I'm in New York and it's cold and I'm not getting a lot of time outside. And so I'm so excited for it. It's coming. Oh, you're welcome, love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you. I see an Ace of Swords on the bottom too while I'm putting it away. So it could just even be like standing in that integrity with others. Like just standing on business energy. I love that. I love that for the collective too. So I'll claim it. I'll claim it for all of us. Oh, yes. My bestie is in the UK. She's in England. And she's always talking about gray season. Like, you guys just get the endless fog, this time of year. It's just eternally gray. Yeah. I hear about it every year. Let's see, her kid's about the same age as my child, so at least 13 years she's been talking about the endless grayness of UK winters. We get a lot of snow where I am. I like to send her pictures because she's originally from Colorado, so she likes the snow pictures because I know you guys don't get a ton of beautiful snow. So if there's anybody else, I see 4 and 12, so that's exponential growth in the places where we're putting foundation. Yeah, yeah. Are you originally from there, or did you move there from somewhere else? Did you move from somewhere less gray? I love the idea of the UK, but she makes it sound so dreary. Are you a native? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Are you native to the area? Aw, aw, that must be really hard. Okay, so you'll relate to this too because, and I don't mean to offend anybody who is from the UK or England, but she also like like the whole, she says the whole place has a superiority complex. Like they do anything and everything better in England according to them. Like, that's like, she said that's the vibe she's gotten since day one there, and I hear about it too. So I would love to visit India, in particular northern India, like the border region. There's a lot of volunteer work that can be done up there, like the northern border and the mountains and things. It just looks like such a beautiful area to absorb, culturally speaking. I'm from New York. What's cold? What's cold? You know, like, it's probably why I'm drawn to that area because it would be so much like being where I am. So I would feel at home, right? So I love that. I love this energy that came through for everybody. I hope you guys are all having a good night. I think I'm going to call it an evening and go check on my little. We've been on for about 2 hours. I appreciate you all. Please remember that if you're struggling to find a place out there, you have a place in here, right here in my heart, yo. I'm here for you guys. The collective door is always open for you to come in, chill, speak your mind, you know, relax, get a good reading. And yeah, she's so patient with us, Lottie. Between not interrupting when I'm listening to your readings and not interrupting when I'm giving readings, she is really one of the sweetest special needs kids you could ever have. Like, you know, people talk about how much extra work special needs kids leave or need, but it's not, it's different work. It's not extra work. Do you know what I mean? It's special work, but it's not extra work. Like she is so loving and caring and thoughtful. Like hands down, I would take it a million times over what I'm seeing out there today and others, you know. Sorry to say, not projecting on anybody else's kids or anything, any negativity. I'm just saying that like there is a absolute innocent sweetness to special needs kids that I think is underappreciated. You know, it's like she's amazing. She's just so amazing. And like she doesn't ask for a lot. She's not needy. Like as a special needs kid, she's not a needy kid. Like I can't explain it how I'm trying to say it, but it's just she has such a beautiful spirit. She says she doesn't she's helpful and she's loving and she's fun and she's just constantly bringing music and fresh energy into my life and it's amazing. Yeah, that core beautiful innocent, you know, I mean she's one of the, well, I guess I was a little introverted before her, but I feel like, you know, the universe prepares you for what you're accepting in the future. So like things that may have felt like towers before, you know. So anyways, yeah. Yeah. She's so special. She's so special. And I know it was my bestie friend, she was a gift from her, you know. And I will treasure it until my last breath. It's been such an amazing journey. Like, gosh, you know, people who complain. Why? Life is so beautiful. Like, there's so many beautiful things going on around us, even in the chaos. It's like, just breathe and take it in and allow yourself to enjoy something today. I think, you know, watch what you're sowing and allow yourself to enjoy what you're reaping when you're sowing in those energies, right? Sowing in that beautifulness. I love that. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. Have a blessed week. I may pop on midweek. I may decide to start doing a random midweeker. We'll have to see how it goes. If you guys are into it, I'll do it. I just don't want to overwhelm you guys with a ton of lives. But if you want an extra one, like randomly midweek, whenever I feel it, I'll pop in. We'll see what happens. We'll ride it. We'll ride that wave and see how it goes. So I love you guys. Know that you are loved. Know that you are welcomed. Know that there's always a space for your light here. There's even space for your shadow, but within reason. I love to do the shadow work. We can always talk about it. But to more growth and more expansion we go. Onward and upward. Have a good night, guys.